Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at Sigmund 2 from D16. And after playing with this for a little while, it's clear that D16 are really the top of their game right now. That was also proven with the release of Versailles 2, Neferton 2, and Dramazon 2. All absolutely killer updates. And now they've done it again with Sigmund 2. And I think the original Sigmund was overlooked by quite a lot of people, myself included. So at its core, it is essentially a delay unit, but that is dramatically underselling what it's capable of. I would say it's more of a sound design, full effects unit, rather than a simple delay. So you have 4 delay lines here, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Each of them is completely independent of the other, and then they're all merged into the mixer section at the end here. And the way in which you do that is via the routing options here, and you can see the amount of flexibility you have. So I'm just going to create something at random, and then while I'm doing that, I will explain the features. And then after we've done that, we'll go through some of my favorite presets that I've marked. And of the presets, there are, I haven't counted exactly, but there must be 400 here, and they all sound exceptional. So it was actually quite a challenge just to mark it down to just a select 20 or 30 that I really liked. So we're going to mute 2, 3, and 4, even though the volume's already down, but I just like to be sure and mute them. Let's just play back the source. I just have this running on some toms at the moment from the awesome Dramazon 2. Let's turn it off. So that's what we're working with. Let's turn the sync on. This is the main delay section down here. Let's put a filter on before that, on the feedback line. Turn the resonance up. Then we can overdrive that a bit. We can put that pre-filter or post-filter. Let's put a pre-filter. Add a bit of modulation to that filter. Let's use modulator 1. We can put that on LFO. We have 3 options here, LFO, envelope, or peak. Let's put this one on LFO. Let's sync that. Let's change the rate to, let's say, 1 bar. And we'll choose a sine. Then we go down to the filter modulation. We can modulate the cutoff or the filter here, the volume or the delay time. Initially, we're going to do the filter itself. Let's now go to modulator 2. Let's put this one on, let's go with peak. No, let's go with envelope. And on this one, we're going to do volume modulation. Let's re-trigger this every transient. Let's put this also on delay time. Let's now go to modulator 3. This one is on envelope, so that's good. It's already on transient, so that's good. Let's put this on delay time. Maybe change modulator 3 to sample and hold. Let's put this every half, but we're going to re-trigger it every transient anyway. Let's turn this 100% wet. So I have this little crackling going on now. Now that we have that going on, let's now go to LFO4. We're going to put this one on square sync. The rate will be every half a bar. And then put this on volume modulation. So now we only have half a bar active. Or if we do quarter, or we can put it on 1. So now we only have the first half of a bar being audible. We can invert that if we want, so we have the second. And now we're going to unmute number 2, turn the volume up, and then we go to delay line 2, and now we're going to put this one on a 1/8 dotted like so. Put the filter on. Turn the feedback up. Currently they're playing simultaneously, as you can see by the routing here, so the input's going to all 4 simultaneously. We want to change that, we want to go 1 through to 4. So it's going sequentially from 1 through to the last one. We play this back, we can't hear anything, and that's because we have 3 and 4 muted. So let's turn them up. And that's only with 2 lines going on, so you can get much more creative. We can do left and right as up here, we can do mid-side, and then just to make sure that things don't get out of control, we have a limiter at the end here. So as you can see, it's an absolute monster of a delay unit. So let's now go through some of the presets that I've tagged as my favorites. And now I've really thought about this. The preset tagging is excellent here. So the ones with hearts obviously are the ones that I liked. But what we can do now is, if we click on the little heart down here, it filters the favorites. So nothing surprising there, that is fine. But what is amazing is when we go to the preset now, up here, and we go left and right, these are only my favorites. So it's even filtered it in this short menu here. So it's really well thought out. So let's, before I play everything back, I'm just going to turn this off, and then we're going to play back my source, which is just a drummers on loop. Now I just have Sigmund's just on the toms, everything else is dry. And off. And on. So completely unrecognizable. So let's flick through. On. That's for sure one of my favorites. Some nasty distortion there. So that's coming from delay line 4, which is the preamp all the way up. This one I'll just play in isolation because you can hear a bit of a tail that you can't hear when it's the full drums are playing. So that little crackly thing in the background. Absolutely love that. It's just the toms, remember. Dry. Sigmund. Insane. So there we go, an absolutely killer update. So it's out now. I'm sure, as always with D16, they will offer a very enticing upgrade price. But go and grab the demo and be prepared to spend quite a lot of time playing around with it like I have done today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.